The Sultan of Brunei is thought to have a net worth of 28 billion US dollars and may lead the most opulent life of any person alive. He, for example, has 7,000 automobiles. He flies his barber from London's Dorchester hotel on a regular basis, and he resides in the biggest palace in the world, in addition to his Rolls-Royce, 450 Ferraris, and 380 Bentleys. Make sure you remain until the end to learn everything there is to know about how the Sultan spends his billions of dollars. Moreover, don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more films about other royal families and much more. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah is a one-man show in the tiny Southeast Asian country of Brunei. He serves as the country's prime minister, finance minister, foreign affairs and trade minister, superintendent of police, defense minister, and commander of the armed forces, as well as chancellor of the National University. He's also Brunei's absolute monarch and the supreme leader of the Islamic faith. He once held the title of the richest man in the world, and his current net worth is estimated to be approximately $28 billion. Hassan al-Bolkiah, the Sultan of Brunei, also serves as prime minister. The Sultan is renowned for his excessive spending and holds a degree from the Royal Military Academy in Sandhurst, where Princes William and Harry also attended. The Sultan has never been reluctant to spend vast sums of money, even on the most basic necessities, as seen by his love of gold. Even his sinks are made of the metal, as well as by flying his barber from the UK to Brunei to ensure his locks are in order. The 74-year-old Sultan of his little kingdom, the first in East Asia to elevate Sharia law to the national level, had just enacted a harsh new criminal code. The rules, which have been criticized as cruel and inhuman by the United Nations, among other things, sanction death by stoning for homosexual acts and adultery, amputation for theft, and public flogging for abortion. Behind the scenes, the Sultan's life is a frenzy of extreme luxury and indulgence, from his fleet of private passenger planes to having Michael Jackson sing at his birthday party. The Sultan has adopted an ultra-conservative, hardline approach to law enforcement in his realm. The Sultan of Brunei has remained in power for 54 years after taking the throne from his father. He's the second longest reigning monarch in history, behind Elizabeth II. Although a large portion of the population is impoverished, the small nation on the island of Borneo, which is home to about 430,000 people, derives its revenue from the sale of oil and natural gas. However, the Sultan does not. These priceless oil assets are claimed to be increasing his enormous wealth by $140 per second, and he has come up with countless ways to spend it. Here are a few extravagant past purchases made by the Sultan that'll astound you. A matter of numbers. The Sultan. The Istana Nurul Iman Palace, a magnificent 1,800-room mansion on the bank of the Brunei River that is valued at $1.8 billion, is home to the Sultan and is the largest royal house in the world. In addition to having 5 swimming pools, a sizable mosque, an air-conditioned pony stable, and a banquet hall that can accommodate 5,000 visitors, this palace is embellished with gold and diamond-encrusted furnishings. He's a well-known auto enthusiast in his collection of high-end vehicles, which includes Rolls-Royces, Ferraris, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, Aston Martins, and Jaguars, is valued at $9 billion. He has a fleet of private aircraft, including a customized Boeing 747 valued at $431 million and embellished with gold, a $138 million Airbus, a $251 million Boeing 767, and a $138 million Airbus. He spends roughly the same amount of acupuncture and massages as his badminton coach, who makes $2 million a year. When he needs a haircut, he charters a private plane to bring in his go-to stylist. Helicopter deliveries of matching shoes are made when he coordinates ensembles. The British jeweler Asprey & Guard was so beloved by the royal family that it was purchased until it was sold 5 years later. Look no further than his lavish 50th birthday celebration from back in 1996 to truly understand how affluent this man is. Sultan Hassan Al included 2 weeks of festivities for himself, including a polo match and a lavish gala supper with beluga caviar on the menu. Michael Jackson received $25.8 million from him in exchange for appearing at 3 special performances. His 3 weddings combined to cost millions of dollars. Since polygamy is permitted in Brunei, the Sultan wed his cousin Raja Isteri Pingiran Anak Haja Saleha in 1965, and she continued to serve as his wife and queen consort despite his marriage and divorce to 2 other women. He has 12 kids and paid for 5 of their weddings. In 2004, when Crown Prince Al Muhattadi Billah married, his oldest son and heir, Whitney Houston, was paid $10.1 million to perform at the ceremony. The Sultan's foreign businesses have come under scrutiny as a result of the global reaction to Brunei's new legislation, particularly premium hotels like London's The Dorchester and Los Angeles Beverly Hills Hotel, which are currently the target of boycotts. His playboy brother, Prince Geoffrey Bolkiah, resides in the exclusive Regent's Park at St. John's Lodge in London. According to estimates, it is the most expensive private home in the UK and is worth $203 million. The Sultan sued Prince Geoffrey for misusing billions of dollars during an Asian financial crisis in the 1990s due to the prince's own spending habits. Having fun watching the video so far? Then go give it a like, share it with all your friends, and remember to subscribe as well. Moving to his possessions. Rolls-Royce in gold. The Sultan is said to have one of the world's largest collections of rare automobiles, according to GQ India. A stunning Rolls-Royce with gold paint is part of the collection, and pictures of it have gone viral. The bespoke luxury automobile has an open top and an umbrella platform. According to GQ India, the car is covered in gold from the grille to the tires. A couple hundred Ferraris. According to Hot Cars, the Sultan owns 380 Bentleys, 450 Ferraris, and 600 Rolls-Royces. According to the same website, his collection, which includes more than 7,000 vehicles, is valued at more than $5 billion. His collection is even more impressive because it not only comprises the aforementioned Rolls-Royces, but also a variety of uncommon finds. The jet costs $400 million per British media. He reportedly gave his daughter an Airbus A350 as a birthday present as well. 1,700 rooms make up the palace. According to GQ India, the Istana Nurul Iman Palace is the height of luxury, with more than 1,700 rooms, 257 bathrooms, and 5 swimming pools. According to reports, the Sultan loves horses and has 110 garages on the site to accommodate his ridiculous automobile collection. To ensure his horses receive the best care and maintenance, he had specialized air-conditioned stables erected. Due to its expansive 200,000 square meters, the Istana Nurul Iman Palace now holds the distinction of being the largest residential palace in the world in the Guinness Book of World Records. Records show that the palace took 4 years to build and cost a total of $1.4 billion when it was finished in 1984. The pricey hairstyle. According to the Times, the Sultan spends $20,000 per haircut, sparing no expense when it comes to grooming. The British publication alleges that he frequently flies his preferred barber to Brunei in first class from the Dorchester Hotel in London's Mayfair. According to a Times source, the barber is always paid in cash. Love of the arts. The Sultan also enjoys fine art and, according to Insider, spent $70 million on the oil painting Two Young Girls at the Piano by French Impressionist Pierre-Auguste Renoir. Renoir painted the image, so claims Archive, during his enthusiastic or pearl face. Brunei is becoming Saudi Arabia. Brunei has always been a socially conservative state under the Sultan's absolute control, and it has recently become much more so despite the Sultan's extravagant expenditures. Gay sex, adultery, and rape are all punishable by death by stoning under the Islamic criminal code that went into effect this week. Amputation is penalty for theft. Unmarried pregnancy and forgetting to pray on Friday are also punishable by heavy penalties or imprisonment. Women who engage in sexual activity with other women will also face penalties, including up to 10 years in prison and a flogging instead of execution. Both Muslims, who make up around 2/3 of Brunei's population, and non-Muslims are subject to the legislation. The Sharia penal code was designed to teach, respect, and preserve the lawful rights of all persons, society, or nationality of any faith and race, according to the government of Brunei, which has defended the regulations. And that's the end of this video. Thank you for sticking till the end. Let us know in the comments section which part was the most astonishing for you. Also, want to know how the Crown Prince of Dubai spends his money? Then click on the video on the screen now. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also subscribe to our channel to watch our videos regularly. See you in the next video. Bye!